Hey there, and welcome back to the Train of Thought, an educational monster train series where we fight the divinity in every run. So, as of me recording this, and I know I've been talking about this a decent amount, it's something I'm very passionate about, and I don't think anyone is going to be terribly surprised when I reveal what it is. But one of my special interests is D&D, and they've revealed as of right now, the embargo lifted on a number of influencers providing information on the contents of the new 2024 Player's Handbook, and I am very excitedly going through a lot of these details and figuring out what new things can work and what things have changed. And, you know, my general take on this thing has been more or less saying more or less implies less than it actually is. I would say basically a 95% improvement over the 2014 5th edition player's handbook. And there's so much that is so much better, and it's more concise, it's more clear, it's very obvious how things should work. It's really good. There are, of course, always going to be some things that you look at and you go, how did this survive? Because some things are just going to be weird, or like it didn't get enough attention or something. It's never going to be perfect. And that's okay. Like, I've accepted that. I've been going through some of it, but truthfully, I'm really excited. And I just been thinking about like what kind of builds do I want to play, and what do I want to do, and what kind of fun stuff is available. How will this affect my tables that I'm both running and playing at? There are definitely character concepts that I'm currently playing as a player that will not work as I've got them right now in the new version. A lot of them are like martial types that are reliant on the -5 +10 features of the past, and those simply do not work anymore. So that's obviously they're very different, but it is what it is. It's all good. So with that said, anyway, I'm not going to make this into a D&D commentary, but I am very excited about that. It's something that's been on my mind. I'm sure that there are other people in my viewership who are following along with this. Everyone's kind of got their own opinion, and that's fine. I'm not here to tell you anyone what to think, but I'm really excited. I very much like the content that has been coming up. I'm looking forward to getting a copy of that myself, so that's me. Anyway, we're here not to talk about that, but to play some Monster Train. Let's do this thing. Yeah, what are we doing? What is it? What is it? 258 wins in the series, man. This number, I lose track of this number. It's why I have to write it down, because I look at it and I go, I would never remember that. We actually, our previous run was Firelight. Nope, not you. Firelight. Yeah, we had a Firelight 3 run with Cuddlebeard and a Rules of Containment and a Cold Kalia, which carried early. That's exactly, I've mentioned this before, my brain loves to fuse words together. I just had fused Cold Kalia and carry for Cold Caria, which is fantastic. Go brain, thank you. But late game, we ended up with a multi-striking, burnout, tiny draft Paraffin Enforcer, which was nuts. Absolutely outrageous roll there. We had 3 copies of those, eventually a sketches and an ability to assemble the floor, and we had a tough ring 7 out of it, actually, which was kind of nice to see. I had a bit of a challenge, so I wouldn't say an obvious played Fade run, but a pretty good one all the same, so exceptional news. Now we get to play Echo Right. Every time I play Echo Right, I basically just hope we see Martial Lord so I can kind of cruise through the early game stuff. I hate when you see the Shellsmith repeater options. You have to be prepared for them, and it's almost always Shellsmith unless we're super durable somehow, but regardless, I'm not a big fan of that and having to pivot into something else later. Martial Lord at least gives you kind of like a solid direction. So, anyway, let's play that and see what we get. Yeah, cool. Alright, so as always, do like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already, and let's see what we roll into today. What are you going to do to me, Echo Right? Ugh. I like his little helmet, it's cool. Alright, let's go. Clicking the buttons. Echo Right is after Fade, right? Yes, that's correct. Fantastic. Alright, well hopefully you're all doing well today. I'm doing A-okay. We as in my SO and I have been watching the Olympics a little bit. She's been watching the Olympics and I've been getting the recaps, but there's been some pretty cool stuff coming up. I'm a big fan of Pommel Horse Guy. He's got his superhero transformation, which is awesome. There's a really cool picture that I saw where he's taking off his glasses and there's like the flecks of dust and like sweat coming off of his face, and it just looks real cinematic, like an anime pose or something. And I was like, this guy's got it down. He's got it figured out. I'm a big fan. Anyway, that's what I've been thinking about. So, but now I'm thinking about Monster Train. We are, as before, I guess I didn't actually say this before, but we are Exile Wurmkin, Exile Umbra, a fine clan combo. 20 consumes on plinks are great, especially with the etch lines that are prevalent in this setup, so that's cool. We're facing Double Barrel Daedalus, Spell Shield Arcus, Diligent Seraph. I don't have any issues with that, right? Yeah, Wurmkin usually bodies it, and I have double Spell Starter, so I should be okay. Hostingkin, Space Prism, Forgotten Trade, Triple Consume Opener makes things like Shellsmith really quickly online. I could also, this is also very powerful for Marsh Lord. You can etch with these too, which is nice. And then, obviously, I mean, this is bad for Repeater, though, right? A lot of do-nothing consumers here that I would have to remove. So, this is, whatever it is, it's not Repeater, that's for sure. Alright, temples today are 2, 4, 5, 7, 8. 5 temples, very flexible, big fan of that. Removal dupe on 8 is on steel side, good stuff. Steel and magic on 7, nothing remarkable on either side, no vortex. So, okay. There's a cave on the steel side, which is nice, I suppose, but we also like Wurmkin hordes, so they're both pretty decent. Hellvent on 6, with nothing special. Competes with a trinket shop. No steel or magic shop on 6. Kind of weird, but even you get horde in the middle, horde up top, and a trinket shop. If you have a lot of money, you can get a ton of relics here. That's crazy. But then we see steel magic on 5. Magic is better with the vortex and cave for sure. And then magic with a Wurmkin banner competing with removal dupe on 4. Means we get a double steel? Yeah, we do. Double steel, Wurmkin banner on 2, Umbra banner on 3, and then another Umbra banner on the magic side on 2 if we want it. Basically, I'm going to lean into Wurmkin if I can, so we'll see what we get. Hell's Banners, Wing Clippings. Wing Clippings body's Diligent, but I'm really not afraid of Diligent anyway because we're Wurmkin. Things like Broken Memories can completely break him anyway. Echo Seedling. There's a lot of stuff that makes me just like not care about him, so it should be fine. Hell's Banner seems generally more impactful, so we'll take that. Sure. Grab money, see what we roll into. It is a Marsh Lord opener. I said I was not going to pick Repeater, and that's absolutely true. We have a bunch of junk consumers. They're not bad, okay? Like, the cards are good. The thing is if I'm going to get value out of Repeater, I need to not be bringing back Space Prism. The consume cards you're looking to return are things like Last Stand or really power plays. So, we body the spikes, right? I have pings, I have a whole bunch of stuff, I have Marsh Lord stuff. Yeah, we're fine. We just play top floor and chill. Yeah, no problem. Cool, we're going to do this, get some units. I'm going to take a morsel. Cool. I guess I could hatch, right? Work on the hatching here. That seems pretty reasonable. We'll do that. Plank downstairs. Great. The nice thing about this is I generate the energy, which is fantastic. I'm going to play the Train Steward downstairs just so that I don't have to worry about accidentally feeding a spike sleigh here. But I do want to play 3 spells upstairs to hatch this egg. And that bodies the Apprentice of Light, so we should have no problems here. Great. Fantastic. Now I do want to put a Train Steward in front? Front, maybe? I guess I can put him in the middle. Sure. I will shoot this guy. I realize it doesn't really matter. My goal is to reduce the amount of spikes hits I have to take here. Okay, it's not really a lot to do here. Play out the units, I suppose. We kill this guy. We definitely win the boss. I just need to draw a ping or something. Alright, great. We get a morsel. We're chilling. Cool. Alright, we easy win this. Just press enter and it's over. Right? Yeah, cool. Play some spells. Great job. Pew pew pew. Alright, he dies in 2 hits. 2 rounds. All good. Okay, we get everything here. Seems great. I'm definitely taking this Echo Transfer. It's purple, and it's an attack scaling, which is important. Whatever we end up on, it's going to appreciate that, so yes. Mind Collapse. It's purple. packed morsels. Do I want morsel support? I have a Wurmkin banner, so I'm not that concerned by it, I don't think. Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff. Keeper, Short-Soul Carver, both eggs. All of these are functional here. It's 4 options. The bad ones are what? Kinhost Carapace, which I guess is not terrible for now, but it is like egg fodder later. And then, what's the last one? What's my 6th friend? Carver Keeper, 2 eggs. Kinhost Carapace. First of Kin. First of Kin would also be great. So actually we have 5 good hits. Almost forgot that guy. I was like, what are you doing? So I don't need morsels, is what I've told myself and convinced myself. Mind Collapse is pretty decent still. It's better Tendon Piercing than other targets here. It's purple. It's Ember Generator. I think I'll grab it. Even though I have the Echo Breaks and the Hosting Kin, this feels like a useful card to have. So we'll take it. I am going Steel Side. I want a Wurmkin banner. It's an easy choice. We have a lot of money, which I like. Endless. Okay, we didn't get what I was exactly wanting, which was the exact thing I wanted was an egg with an Endless in the shop, but we didn't see it. Is First of Kin better here? Shard-Soul Carver has the upside of scaling defense, which I really appreciate. Right? That gives him intrinsic defensive benefits against Divinity, for instance. We don't have any great floor-wide defense at the moment. I actually think Carver is better here. For the moment. Yeah, I think I'm going to grab Carver. Alright. With that in mind, no egg. I'm going to re-roll this. We'll look for a multi-strike. We don't see it. I mean, it is what it is. A -2, no good target. Tendon Piercing. It's not bad on the Mind Collapse, but I don't really see a reason to invest in any of this stuff. None of it's great. Tendon Piercing is pretty decent on the Mind Collapse. I guess I'll take that. This is a pretty functional pickup. Right? Yeah, it's fine. We'll do that. I think that's a good addition. The rest of this is unfortunately trash, but that's okay. Ugh. We have a second steel shop, right? We do, yeah. I'll take this unit draft. We should have no problems connecting the dots on this aggressive amulet. Great. Play the Carver first, then you play the man. Fantastic. Then I drop some dudes middle. I'm going to shoot my egg. Fantastic. We get some scaling. Cool. Etch. Good. Plink. Good. Morsel. Cool. Plink. Get another... Well, it doesn't matter. I'd like to kill this man, so draw something. Good. I was going to say I'd like it if my egg didn't die, but, you know, I don't really judge, so... I guess the way to do this is you ping once, and then we try to... Yeah, okay, I had a feeling it wouldn't work that way. I'm going to shoot... If I ping it out, I think it's actually better if it hatches at the end of the turn, as opposed to immediately, right? Yeah, I think so. I'm going to take out the conduit in the back on middle. Right, this way it preserves that, what, 4 health or something, so that's fine. Blink. Great. We do want purples up here. It is valuable to have, so I can, however, just... I'm just going to kill this guy in the back, right? I think. Yeah, that's fine. And then we blast up here. All good. Purples are good. Our back unit actually just wins this already. Fantastic. Yeah, cool. Great job. Fine. We definitely win. We have enough stats. I'm not afraid. Sure. Good job. We did it. Monster train or something. Incredible work. Alright, cool. Now, what I would like is an egg would be cool, but... another Echo Transfer. I actually think Shelter might be the play here, as opposed to another Echo Transfer. I could go for an egg if they show it to me. It's a decent infusion having this here. I don't want to self-infuse. I don't want to... Without an intrinsic, I don't really want bigger units. We didn't see it, otherwise I might have done it. I got a Tendon Piercing instead. I'm going to take the Shelter for some floor-wide survivability, I think. It's not purple, but I think it's still correct. Making of a morsel, no. Prismal Dust, yes. It's good etch. Great. We see a Bog Chrysalis. Now, this is cooking pretty well. I think I'm happy with grabbing this. This opens up Multistrike, it opens up, I mean, obviously Multistrike, but it opens up, what is it, Endless again if they show it to me, so I have a pretty decent shot at playing here. Yeah, Bog Chrysalis I think is better than the alternative. If I had Hardened Hull, I might consider Kinhost Vessel, but I don't. Quick, plus 25. I'm definitely taking that damage shield 3 either way, I think. Shadow Siege? Shadow Siege Egg actually does fit on this floor, which is... How? You know, I regularly say this. You know, Shard Soul Carver's got a great infusion, right? Let me get you straight. +2/+2, some stats, great work. It still takes 30 Inspire triggers for this to generate as much damage as just slamming a Shadow Siege infusion into that egg. You think I'm kidding? Shadow Siege the egg. Let's go. And then we just... I mean, if I put up Damage Shield 3 in this thing, Endless or Multistrike becomes ridiculous for this in either case, right? It definitely hatches in time. And then it just pummels the floor for what? If I see a Multistrike, it's 120... like 80, so it's like 160 damage twice. So then you have 2 of them. If I see the Multistrike, it just seems awesome. Now we can't do like Endless and Multistrike, right? The guy only has 5 hit points. Well, I guess if I use Big Egg, I could. Endless is going to be a real problem if I go with Shadow Siege. You're going to fit like 2 of these on a floor, and they're going to hatch, and then there's just simply no space remaining in the universe because they'll both be what? They'll be 6 space combined. So, realistically, Endless Egg is not that valuable here. I think the Damage Shield is more impactful if we go this route. I think I'm just going to take the Damage Shield 3 and then spin this and see what we hit. Well, I don't think I am taking a large stone. That's a real bummer. Another large stone. Gosh, we have to wait until, what, ring 5 now? Not a fan. Not a fan of that. I'll build a card, sure. Buff seems good. Alternatively, and hear me out, we could go Damage Sap, considering the order here. I don't think I need buff that badly with the Echo Transfer in my deck and the plan to use Shadow Siege and stuff. I'm thinking damage, and then, we rolled poorly. Okay, well, we have an offensive ping then. Bummer. I don't want to send or any of this stuff. It's a bad roll. I mean, I'll be clear, 30 damage plus 20 health is pretty awesome. If I had played the buff, I could have done like an Ascend strat, which would have been cool. It's a 50-50. It's fine. I was hoping for a defensive option into Divinity, though. I still think this is worth it. 30 damage and 20 money. It's hard to say no to $20, but not a big fan of how that panned out. It's a real shame. All right, fair enough. I guess we move on then. I don't need this money. We're gonna chill. It's a real shame. I can't believe we missed Endless and Multistrike twice like that. Well, we missed the second Multistrike on the first place simply because we did not have, what's the word for it? The egg at the time. Wow. If I could actually openly play, I could have openly played a Shadow Siege here if I had the space for the lad. That's pretty wild, actually. I could have self-pinged. I'm not going to. I'm just going to shoot the boss a bunch at this point. I'll plink out these other guys. I don't have the space there. I didn't have the prism or whatever. I can at least get a train steward on this floor. It's not looking good for my man, though. Bad draw orders. That's okay. We'll play bottom floor here. I'm going to take the Echo Transfer down. I'm going to tank on a train steward upstairs. With a plink, and eventually I'll draw this other egg. We'll still have a formidable final floor here, so that's nice. I'm going to go ahead and plink first. It's good to do it. Get that morsel down. Then we drop the big egg. Good. Forgotten Trade is fine here. Tank something downstairs. Great. Sack here. I should draw options coming up, right? I'm thinking about the purple upstairs is probably pretty good. I could save a lot of health downstairs by dealing with the explosive. It's probably actually correct. I'm going to do that instead. Yeah, fine. I need a plink or something right now. Sure. The Etch is worth it. We get a ping. Worth it. Great. Could technically hatch this guy in front, which is kind of cheeky and interesting, right? And then we go shelter, Prismal Dust, and he pops out, and that hatches the whole floor. It's a pretty decent floor. This is that he is riding up. Yeah, I knew he was doing this. We do want to blow up the bomb as a priority here, and then plank. Great. I think I can just play both these out for the, yeah, Hell's Banners, and we get more planks. Great, in fact. This is good because it puts like 60 damage through to the boss. We're definitely winning the combat. We've had a bad draw order. It's annoying, but we're fine, right? We are chillin', I believe. I'm going to save this 1 health man in front because I do actually super appreciate it. Carver does excellent work downstairs. I'm just going to blast the boss for a bunch of money, as it turns out. Hit him for damage, I guess. If I could actually target him, because targeting. Alright, fine. We easy win this, right? No real concerns. Yeah, whatever. All good. Got it. Hey, Shadow Siege, how's it going? You're going to have your chance. Didn't even get through any of my damage shield. It's all fine. This combat had no threat to me. Accelerate incubation. Yeah, that's definitely a pickup here, right? Get me out of there fast. Big acceleration. Glare Minder is fun. I think we've got the options, though. We've got what we're looking for, in fact. I think it's Shadow Siege into Bog Chrysalis, and we're chilling. And we just look at every single steel shop, and we take either an Endless or a Multistrike, and we're fine. So, I'm going to go with that. I think we're fine. Draw cards, I think, is the play, right? I don't actually need the space. I'm not playing a normal Shadow Siege, so let's just draw cards. We have Ember solved kind of already. Now, if I go to the right, what's the big perk here? What do I dupe if I go there? It's a great question. I don't actually know. It is worth it to cut garbage. What if I go left? Left is 20 consumes, maybe? Do I have a holdover? Old Magic would make me a lot of money. It's not a very good Old Magic for a holdover, though, unfortunately. Echo Transfer is an option, but we'll do a lot of front-loaded damage already. I don't need the Wurmkin banner. I think I go removal dupe, and we just find something, make something up. I'm going to cut some Train Stewards. I need purples, right? Although one of these might be Carver. Carver getting a cut. It's not that bad. We do see an Intrinsic. Intrinsic is fun. I'll think about that. That's a good one. We finally saw it. I could naturally play Shadow Siege now. If he's my only unit on turn 1, I play my champion and I get 6 Ember. Fantastic news. But I'm not going to do that. No. Big Egg. Look at him go. He's huge. I love this guy. I love this guy. Fantastic. Yeah, this is fun. That's Monster Train. We love Monster Train, all right. Now, Intrinsic, let me tell you, Intrinsic Accelerated Incubation, that is a fast play. That is fast. We are online right away. Very strong, I think. Very powerful. I'm going to do that, I think. I'm really thinking about it. Space Prism is decent, but I don't need it, right? Echorite is 2, Egg is 3, we're fine. It's true. I think I'm going Accelerated Incubation. We're going hard and we're going fast. If I want a -2 something, it's probably Prismal Dust, which probably is worth it, I think. Shellsmith Pivot. No, I'll just make Humongo Egg in front and then have Humongo Egg in back, and it's a pretty decent line, right? Yeah, I think that's good. Okay, so we need to cut Carver then. He needs to go. And then Train Steward needs to go. Because I need to get my correct egg behind the Echo. Yeah? It's too bad I didn't see the Multistriker. Multistrike would mean I would Bog Chrysalis for sure, but it's okay. That's okay. There's a world I should have gambled on that old magic for the Ascend. It's tough. It's 50-50, right? It's I either get the Ascend or I don't in that respect. Because I knew the first one, right? So technically I could see any two of the remaining three. So there's 3 permutations of that, I believe. Well, I think there's actually more. No, there's 3 permutations. You see, I think so. Anyway, I'm not going to go through the math on that real quick. I don't want to spend any time on it here, but I think the point I'm making is that you're pretty likely to see. Well, you're, I think, equally likely to see the SAP page versus the Ascend page, essentially. Now you could, you could see the SAP and the Ascend and then not get the money or draw page, but that's okay. I think in this particular instance, I went for a more defensive play because I was like, all right, Divinity, I want to slow him down. I think that's the most important thing. I still agree with that, but obviously in hindsight, it would have been nice to have an Ascend play to ascend my guy. I could have also still done it, technically, and then just ascended him and done damage to him at the same time, but I don't know. All right. You know, I'm not going to overthink it. As far as my dupe here, Accelerated Incubation dupe does mean I immediately hatch Big Egg, which is pretty good, right? I'll take a -2 on Prismal Dust. That enables me to do some stuff with like double stack later, a bunch of other things. I think we just dupe the Accelerated Incubation and go fast here. Go really heckin' fast. And then we crush. This seems like a very strong opener. I'm not afraid of you. I have Shadow Siege. I have Shadow Siege. Yeah, so watch this. I could actually just play bottom floor. Check it. We go Bog Chrysalis down, Echo Right down. We say, activate my man, Shadow Siege the entire world. And it's just a crush, right? I think we do double plink, magma morsel into train steward, and then downstairs we blast the thing. We take a weak shelter, if I'm being honest, and then we'll take the echo transfer here. Seems okay to me. It doesn't really matter what this bottom floor says. I'm very powerful. Take some money. We're gonna ping some dudes. It's fine. I guess I could have played out those train stewards. Didn't really matter, though. I think we have pretty much our whole floor here, right? Now, I do want to ping out the middle fellow here. That's definitely the goal. And I only need... I guess what I could do is I can go Prismal Dust, ping middle fellow, plink, plink for purples, and we should be okay. The front guy is essentially just absorbing sap, and I think we crush, right? We absolutely crush. I earn money. It's great. I go plink, plink, blammo, and then blammo, and it's done. Guy stands no chance. It's enough raw damage, even without upgrades, that we just crush this, so that's good. Shadow Siege, hooray. Soul Crushing Guild, yeah, alright, there we go. That's an answer, and that's an answer I'll take. Great. Fantastic. Engine upgrade, don't need it, don't think I do. And Crucible Extension, also no. Excavation Eruption, nah. Okay, great. Steel Shop. Show me. Goods. Show me good things. I wish for good things. -2, Purge, alright. I have a lot of money, I'd like to spend it. Stop! The only advantage to this is that you can't give me Large Stone twice. Oh my god, it's quick again? I don't even get another one until ring 7? Am I fine? Am I okay? 60-60? That's not a lot of damage. Like 80? It's like 160 damage in a turn. 160. How do I deal with... How does one deal with Arcus? It is Arcus, right? Yeah, it is. Okay, quick is not good. Quick is not what we want here. Okay. I think in order to do this, I need to do something extreme, like Prismal Dust -4, maybe? Man, this next ring is also awful. Come on, Steel Shops, you can't do this to me. I have such a good chance of seeing one of two really good upgrades for me. I can win with either. Trust me, Monster Train. I can do it. I just need you to show me the goods. That's tragic. Quick Large. I tell you what, Monster Train really loves doing it to me. It's only on runs where I have two really good options as well, because statistically, I should go to Steel Shops, because I'm really likely to see one of the ones I want, okay? It is correct to look at the Steel Shop here, absolutely. The fact that I'm missing is really, really low odds. So, and also, the lack of even a magic shop on Ring 6 is wild. I would really have liked, I don't know, remove consume? Double stack would also have been cool. My -2 Prismal Dust is really clamoring for something. Woof. Okay. This -2 might go in Shelter. Maybe. It's a pretty decent play. Like, if I see Double Stack and Permafrost, I can go. But the problem is, if I whiff it with more Steel Shop, it's like... Right? I'm going to the dupe, so I'm what? I have, like, double steals coming up, so really, how important is this? Not very, it turns out. It does open up a spell chain, I suppose, which is fine, I guess. That's technically true. You ever -2 the old magic? No, I don't think so. What do you purge if you purge anything? These cards aren't bad. Magic shops would have been great if I could have seen one in a path without monster trains ruining my steel shops. This is a weak run, actually. We should be careful. We're not dead on the water. We're fine. I just need... This is not a 200 shard take everything run. We are not that strong. Not even close. I need real big... I need pickups. I need something. If I miss it both these future steel shops, we're going to skate ring 8 and 9 and hope for the best. Like, it will be tight. I'm going to need spells to prop this up, I think, as well. I don't think these -2s are worth it. And the purges, I don't think, get me there either. I think we need to be careful. Okay. With that in mind, I'm going to cut some train stewards here. I realize they are Hell's Banners appropriate, but I'm not terribly impressed by drawing them ever. So we want to improve this a bit. Okay, 3 removals, that's good. I'm going to... Man, this dupe is dead. I have to go to the trinket shop? Save the cash for the trinket shop then. I guess. Yeah, alright. We'll go trinket shop and hope for the high roll. Maybe with, like, Hardened Hull we can do something silly. Sycophants of Seraph. We're pretty likely to be okay here with Heaven's Seal. The floor 2. Ring 2. Not ring 2, you know what I mean. The second wave is the only one we really need to be worried about here. Here's a good question. You put this in front or back? I could tank on the egg. I think we put it in front. Only thing I'm really thoughtful about here is this guy is a good vessel for my +15s, my echo transfers. Specifically, the egg pops out. I think it's okay. I want to tank with this thing. Preserve these guys for the future, I think. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and pop 1, pop 2. I'll take a plink downstairs, I think. Getting rid of an enemy is fine. It's a bad shelter. I'm not using it. Okay. It's a decent bottom floor. I think we're plinking here. I'm plinking again. Okay, that's fine. We're playing a bunch of stuff out. Sure. I would like to... I think we blast the mid-floor scary guy, which kills one with the magma morsel. I then wish to... 1, 2, get the money. And we're going to ping the guy on bottom. Okay. We should draw stuff that answers these things, right? These etches don't really do anything, but it also doesn't matter to me. I'm just going to... Bottom floor I'm taking out in the front. Yes, true. Which means I think we echo break upstairs. I'm going to then It's an interesting question. I'm going to put the damage in front, I think. I'm going to go ahead and pop the big guy in front on bottom and then Plink. It's a good hit. I'll take it. We should clear mid-floor, no problem. Plink doesn't really matter. I'm going to drop big damage shield up front here. I think that's fair. Cool. All right, we're looking to clear floors. This is the big thing. So, how do we approach this? Blast one, yes. A Plink should clear one. Good. Morsel can go here. I'm going to shoot a guy bottom. And then I'm going, or middle, and I'm going to Plink. Excellent rolls. Yes. Good. Great. Fantastic. And then adding purples upstairs has value. Okay. Play the purple in back here, I think. I've got the interesting option of soul-crushing guilt here, but the annoying thing is that it gets all wasted because my morsels are present. So I think the play is to soul-crushing guilt upstairs, and then we ping in front here to get rid of that fellow. This preserves some measure of value here, I think, and then we can generate some armor. Sure, fine. Plink, Plink, fine. Plink upstairs, just in case, get the purple in. I think we're okay, right? We've got the damage shield. Yeah, it's closer than I think anyone really wants, but as soon as we hit that soul-crushing guilt, this swings around in a big way. So, great work. Go team. Sure. Seems good to me. Alright, thank you, soul-crushing guilt. Very neat. Alright, we get through this, we get the trial. Encased Divinity, sure, I'll take it. It's something. It's good. It's fine. Return Soul? Yes, right? I think so. Yes. Void Binding. Gem Trove. Engine Upgrade. I don't think it's Gem Trove. It's a little expensive, I don't want the morsels. Void Binding. Maybe? Scaling. I am concerned a bit. I don't have a great set of zero-costers, and I'm poised to move into steel shops here, so it's pretty unlikely I can play it. I think we skip there. Would Shard Soul Carver have been better? And the answer is almost certainly definitively no. It's easy to be like, Shard Soul Carver scales, but remember, I need 30 Inspire triggers for Shard Soul Carver to ever catch up as an infusion with Bog Chrysalis getting the Shadow Siege. So, really, Shadow Siege is scaling. It's just scaling I get on turn 1. We're going to go hunt some trinkets, I think. Alright. Base charge. That's not bad. It's not great, but it's not bad. We'll look at the horde over here. Drop cage. Man, I really bummed out. It's okay. I'm glad we have Soul Crushing Guild. I should have taken that Ascend randomly, huh? There's no other alternatives. I don't think we can see any others. It's pretty much what Trap Shoot and Pulley Claw, which are fine, but I don't think that they're worth the gamble here. I guess I'll just take 40 health. Let's go look at the cave first now, before I do anything else. Random consumable. This is a very low impact event, unfortunately. Stygian? Can't give me a tome. It gives me the other ones as what, like Urchin Spines and the Crystalline Seeds. Awoken is similarly bad. Umbra, I guess, could be Prismal Dust. You know what? Ember Cache is actually just fine. I will take that. Great. You know what? Cool. Horde in the middle for sure. Mask of Penumbra. Do I ever generate enough morsels for this guy? No, I don't think so. Is Decayed Decoy ever actually online? No, I don't think so. Man, Volatile Gauge, is that actually a thing? I don't think so either. Pretty rough, actually. Maybe you take the Decayed Decoy to prospectively roll into Serrated Mandibles. Mask of Penumbra is unlikely to do anything outside of this next ring exactly, pretty much. I'm not taking morsel generators. I'll take the decoy, I guess. It's maybe dead, but it's a real bummer. You want base charge for anything? It's decent. If I end up on Endless Egg, it's good. I'll take it. Sure. Spin that. Winged Technology, Firewall, Mind Horde. All bad. Honestly, a terrible ring. Really not inspiring. Okay, we're going to a steel shop next. I mean, I guess we'll hope for the best. They can't give me large stone and quick every time, right? Not buying this removal, no. Alright, it is what it is, I suppose. Once I get an egg that actually scales with Etch from Marshllord, I'll feel a little better about this. But for now, I want to keep protecting Bog Chrysalis in the back. I think that's pretty important. Pop him out. Pop the other friend out. I'm actually going to self-shoot here, I think. Am I? Nah, I'm going to ping the guy downstairs. There you go. Then I pop him out. Okay, cool. Now, what are you? You're Dazed, Rally, and Incant. Alright, so there is an Incant threat here, which we'll need to think about. Alright, great job. This doesn't really matter that much. I would kind of like to pop this back guy's shield, but I don't want to Incant up, so I think we hang out. Sure, go upstairs. What do I get today? The Rally Shard. Now, fortunately, I think we have a pretty good roll here, right? I can play Plink, Plink. Then I can go Shelter, which is a pretty good Shelter. Then I can Forgotten trade into a pretty darn good Prismal Dust. Now I'm going to put that on Echo Right because I want to spend these damage shields in Relentless, not on my floor itself. That's an important piece of intel here. So I'm always Prismal Dusting Echo Right on this one. That's a really good turn. I actually think that turn essentially gets me through the risk here, which is great. I can go pop, pop, fantastic. I'm going to go ahead and buff in the back on this one. I think I'm just going to Plink bottom floor, and then we blow up one of the guys middle. It's an incamp, but I don't care. It's fine. I would like to try to keep my guy alive in front until Relentless. This I actually think is pretty important. So let's pop upstairs. I guess, do I need this Tenon Piercing? Doesn't really matter what floor it's on, does it? No, doesn't. Fine. I can get 6 turns of days right now. Do I want that? No, I don't. I could get more money right now, immediately. I think I can also just draw again. I have 3 turns left, so I think we're okay on that. So now it's purple generation on various floors. So we'll play a purple middle. I'm going to go ahead and Soul Crushing Guild downstairs, and then regenerate this purple. And then we'll Mind Collapse. And then I will generate this purple again. And we're going to just pop a Plink. And I think that is okay. Doesn't matter the floor, it's fine. Okay, this I think is our incant upstairs. Yeah, it is. Fine. Had a feeling. All good. So I think the angle here is essentially to play out everything. Oh, come on. I don't want the chain here. All right. We're just going to go ahead and Plink, 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 blah, blah, blah. It does not really matter. Ping, ping, come upstairs. I will take big damage buff in the back. The math actually causes... Oh my god, I took damage from it. I didn't do the math. You know, I think I deserve that. It's fine. That's really frustrating that it panned out that way. Ah. That's what, 24 pyre damage because I didn't use my brain. Woof. Alright, well, it happens, I suppose. It happens, I suppose. I'm going to put this damage in front. It doubles it up, I think. That's pretty decent. I'm going to shoot the boss and then sack the morsel middle and chill. Okay. I would like to... I think we have to get Return Soul here. Yeah, actually, this is a really good turn. We go pop, pop. Return Soul to bring that back. Pop, pop. My man has 8 days. He is now passing away. Alright. So, I took 24 damage. I don't want to talk about it, man. I do not want to talk about it. Ugh. That's one of those things, you know, those were mistakes I didn't used to make before I started recording Monster Train. And then as soon as I started recording the game, I had to value the time of the viewer, which was a real concern of mine because my runs were too long. My normal runs took too long. So I optimized a mix. My goal became don't lose, but also don't waste time. Don't overthink it. You can take a little bit of damage, but seriously, 24 damage because I didn't think about the math there? That's a real bummer. Anyway, I'm going to take Trample Stone. If I whiff horribly, at least it's something. I'm also going to take Card Draw again. I think it's still correct. Sure is. Great news. Even if we end up on Endless, our eggs are going to die. So we're going left. Great. Merchant of Steel says... Okay, they gave me Endless. It's not the one I really wanted, but it's not bad. So, I think I take it and hope for the best. Marsh Lord 3. Marsh Lord 3, yes, absolutely. I want Big Egg. That one's going in the back, actually, I'm pretty sure. And we face tank with the other guys now because we missed the multi-strike. I mean, we take it, right? We have to. I don't have a choice. I have to take this. Fine. Great, I took it. Endless. Give me Sunderstone. Bone Dog. Purge. Sorry, Bone Dog. It's not correct to Bone Dog today. This is what, Plink, I think? Yeah, we don't have to worry about Diligent. I have Ember Cash and a bunch of other stuff that's going to be enough. Sure, goodbye, Plink. Fine. Alright, we got the Endless. With an Endless, I don't really want to dupe. I think I go to the Magic Shop next. I'm looking for double stack. What's in the middle here? You got a Spell Chain for me? No? Plus 30? I don't think so. I'm going to be real with you. I think we chill on Pack Shards. I don't think we push this. Obviously, I benefit from things like Tenon Piercing on Old Magic. Honestly, I am going to click that because I think it's really good, but I don't think we can take like the plus 30 randomly or whatever. I'm also not going to burn my money because there still are things like Hardened Hull that I could roll into, which would be very cool. We move on. Alright, Endless, it's fine. It's fine. It'll do good work, okay? I'm not worried about it. Great, so now the important detail is the swing around. Bog Chrysalis is now in front. And then Echo Right is in back. This is important. We then go Accelerated Incubation. Man immediately pops out. Accelerated Incubation. Man immediately pops out. Good floor. Good. We're gonna blast some guys bottom. This is Spike, so I'd like to see them dead. Egg. Great. Honestly, fantastic. Let's just shoot enemies here. Blast them. Blast them. What's in here? We have Old Magic, Echo Break. I am just going to generate purples, I think is the priority. I'd like to etch upstairs. I should do that. And then I'm going to generate a purple here. I think I'm going to take the Excavated Ember, and then we pop that upstairs so I can get the other purple here. Yes, we do some damage. It's good. Great. Wonderful. Generate, and if an etch doesn't do anything, I should be putting it upstairs, is basically the important detail here. I already have trample in there. I'm going to put the other trample in... What? I'm going to put the other trample on Echo Right, I guess. And then we are going to plink, plink. Oh, wow, we got a morsel. It's crazy. And then the other purple can go... Shouldn't go bottom floor. We'll chill here. Fine. When they hatch, it's good. They're pushing out big numbers. Great work. Random etches upstairs. Echo transfer upstairs. Good. Egg downstairs. Fine. He's durable and okay. I can put the plink down here to hatch, which is giving armor to the floor in kind of a weird way, but it's okay, I think. Let's play Shelter. You want a soul-crushing guilt upstairs? Stop some damage coming in? Maybe. There's part of me that wants to push the guy downstairs to the back. I actually think I do want that. Yeah. And then we'll play six Prismal Dust into our man there. He's going to lose some of it to spikes. That's okay, I think. It stops the hatch, but it does kill a guy, which I like. Etches are upstairs, 100%. Downstairs, we're shooting a man for sure. Great. Purples need to go downstairs as well. Yes. We pop up there. I go ahead and I play a Return Soul here. I think we're going to take the Echo Break. And then we can pop, and he does hatch. And we're chilling, I think. Remember, I don't mind if things die on my other floors. In fact, it's okay for it to happen. Yeah, it's surprisingly durable, to be clear, right? It is surprisingly durable. We just let this egg go, I think, and that's okay. We're going to do a lot of damage, and it's going to be like, wow, suddenly we're doing 1 billion damage. Who knew? I don't want to plink hit him. I do think I want to go and tap here and then tap here. We push a lot of damage, which is great. Fantastic work. We're easily winning upstairs. The fact that we actually get through like 800 health here on bottom is promising. That's good. Okay, we're going to push some even more here. That's fine. I think this is the opportunity for Return Soul into, you guessed it, Old Magic. Pretty sure I do want to play that. Alright. Echo Transfer upstairs. Yes. Cool. I think we're good. I don't need to go fancy here. Fine. Got money. Just going to roll into Soul Crushing Guilt, and it's going to be super free, in fact. Great work. Go, team. Alright. Thank you, Egg. Look at this. Big Egg. He's like Trample Penumbra, but he scales. Alright, that was good. That was good. I like that. Broken Memories is, yes, the play. This will bring back something very strong. It's also a double etch for our Worm. It's just generally awesome. It's better than the Soul Siphon here. We're not going to play that many eggs, right? It's not like we're going to flood the train with eggs. We're just going to have a bunch of big guys on every floor, and they're going to just push extra, like, you know, 1200-ish damage, depending on how much we actually have as far as the, what's it called? Echoes on the floor go. Grovel, Emberforge, Gem Trove. Grovel's not bad. I'm going to a magic shop. It's not getting a double stack. It's going somewhere else if I see it. Nah, I don't think we care about this. I think we skip here. We're good. Alright, we're not going to the dupe. I know what you're thinking. It's tempting, but don't do it. I don't need the dupe for anything, and I found something at that shop. So I have the upgrade. We're going to the right. You know, I actually don't feel as bad about losing 24 health because I got 20 back. Go team. Plus 30 and a purge. I don't think so. I think we're chilling at 100, honestly. Like, genuinely, I think we're chilling at 100. Advanced Prototype Trader's Quill. Trader's Quill's not bad here. It's never Mark of an Exile. My guy has 30 health. Trader's Quill pops Wilt Wings, things like that. I will be etching. It's not bad. It's respectable, in fact. I'd probably buy that. Remove Consume? Yeah, okay. I mean, I actually will remove Consume Prismal Dust. I think that I will have an opportunity to generate non-zero damage shield with this that carries into Relentless in a meaningful way. Yes. This is good. Yeah, click it. Good. -1. I don't know where that's going. Probably old magic, if I'm being honest with you. I think so. 40 damage is enough. Cool. Make that free. Good. 20 consume. Yeah, sure. It's an etch. Plink. Let's go. Get blasted. Reroll this. Alright, moving on. We got a double stack. Cookin'. Yeah, alright. Soul Crushing Guilt. Yes, I do want Soul Crushing Guilt to be free still, so we're going to make it free. Excellent rolls. Plus 10. I'm going to put it in Mind Collapse so I have a 20 damage reach with 0 Ember. Valuable. Good. Good magic shot. Very pleased. I think we're going to take Trader's Quill in case we roll into trash here. And then I'm going to roll... Yo, Serrated Mandibles. I high roll. Decayed Decoy. Let's go. I know what you're thinking. Echo Seedling? Por qué no los dos? I could have had that instead of Trader's Quill, and the truth is I'm okay with it, right? It would have just popped out extra accelerated incubations, which are, you know, etches, but we're already etching fully, right? The guy takes 12 shell, and I'm popping out etch 3, remove 3 twice, so we're okay. This also means I can still afford a removal, which I will purchase. We have plenty of etches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we have 9, 10, 11, 12. This is 4, so that's 16. Then we have... we're already at 16 there. That's 20, 24, 28, 30. I have so many. We're fine. We can cut a plink, all right? No one is upset by this. Goodbye, plink. Great. Honestly, I feel pretty okay about this, I think. 40 money remaining, all good. 100 shards exactly. We're not playing aggro. We don't have a multi-strike, and we don't have the blessings of hoping for it. I can't be having Steel Slate on Divinity doing 1 billion T damage. I'm probably eating hits on my health. We're going to be good, but I am going to be behind on damage. It's just the nature of where we're going to be at. What I hope is that I can soften up those mini-bosses a bit on lower floors with eggs, right? My hope is that they're going to have some damage ability and availability there, so... Alright, let's go Blast Diligent. I'm not afraid of Diligent here. That's okay. What I am afraid of is Divinity's mini-bosses, and just generally Divinity. Although hitting that double stack on Soul Crushing Guilt really swings this around. Yeah, really swings this around in a big way. We will play top floor to open. Yes, I will Echo right in back again. We're going to double accelerated incubation here, for sure. Great. Is it right to ever etch here? Probably. Save that, I think. Unfortunately, Soul Crushing Guild is not purple, so the charged echoes, I cannot use this on Diligent immediately. Bit of a bummer of a roll here. I could do this upstairs, but he didn't start upstairs, so it's unfortunate. That's okay, I think. It's okay. Alright. First order of business, egg play. Got it. I wish to kill a man upstairs in a way that generates an etch. Got it. Great. I wish to play the self-mutilation. On middle floor, I will be killing the guy in back here. Absolutely. This lets me play the Umbra Stone upstairs. Alternatively, Prismal Dust is pretty good, and I might put that down. I already have Trample on the important unit here, so I'm going to actually do this and save that for another one. I'm going to shoot the man downstairs to stop that curse. And, I guess, generate money and points. Sure, fine. Okay. Alright, we get an etch upstairs. Fine. Blast the guy. Great work. Go team. Don't care about the Vengeful Shard necessarily. Bottom floor needs a Hosting Kin, for sure. Blast him. I would like to hatch on middle. Would be nice. Sure would be nice. Let's add damage upstairs. I think this is mission critical. What if I just take this 1 damage, huh? I think I'm just going to take this 1 damage and hatch this egg. Yeah, that's actually fine. I think that provides way more value overall. Now, we've managed to avoid curses here, which is nice. Egg downstairs. He just pops a guy. That's pretty cool. We then get double etch upstairs. Fantastic. I even get a plink upstairs, and it actually procs, which is pretty fun. So that's cool. I need to generate purples on every floor here. And the reason for it is really because I want to... It's really because I want to be able to play the Soul Crushing Guilt on that floor as it becomes necessary, right? All right, here, this is going to be fantastic. We just go ahead and go Ember Cache Opener. I then Broken Memories immediately and bring back the Ember Cache Opener. And this is actually just ridiculous damage here, I think. It's just crazy, in fact. Fantastic. Now, bottom floor, what can I burn out here? I actually think this is Mind Collapse, maybe? No, I need to have a 30 damage reach. I don't need money for anything. What if I just burn Old Magic? I will, actually. I think it's correct. Let's burn Old Magic. Get rid of this curse down here. Fantastic work. And then I will play the Plink downstairs. Yeah. Hatch that egg. Hatch that egg. It's the name of the game. Alright, we're going to continue to etch upstairs. It's worth it. Gosh, I can't play the Soul Crushing Guilt here. That's a bummer. That is a real bummer. Okay, alright, we don't like that. We do not like that at all. I could hatch him if I Prismal Dust downstairs. Is that ever worth it? I have, what, 3 damage shield here? If I can get 3, we should be okay. It's really bad rolling this Soul Crushing Guilt this way, by the way. Means I will potentially redraw it for Relentless, but we'll see. No curses, at least, other than the ones already in my deck, so that's okay. I could just take this damage. I'm just debating how much Prismal Dust I actually need to win here. That's what he does. He's going to have 3 hits. 210, 210. It's going to do like 60 damage or something, I think. Roughly. It's actually less than that. I think he might be significant. I think maybe 14 or something damage, actually, on Diligent at 100. I think he only does, what, like 29 by 3, if memory serves, at 200 shards. So at 100, he's much lower. I don't know the exact math, but I'm sure leaning towards just playing this Prismal Dust. I actually think the real big brain play, though, is I want to go... How much do I need to do to survive? 10, 20, 20. It's 40 damage reduced. He takes 15. He's fine. He hatches. So we go 1 ping here. I need... He could take 2 of these guys and take 25 and be okay. So I can go then Vengeful Shard, 2. Oh, the Extinguish. I am a fool. Alright, well... I am a fool. Ah, the Extinguish trigger. I knew that even. Gross. Whatever, we're gonna play him again. It's fine. Generate purples. Upstairs. It's good to do it. Great work. Generate damage. Ah, it's such a waste. I'm very frustrated about that. Now he's gonna not be hatched out for the bottom floor. Yeah, it's a shame. It's a real crying shame. Let's go ahead and play that Umbra Stone now. We'll pop the guy in the back to save the health, I think. I'm going to go ahead and pop a friend downstairs. I actually want to push this. 15 by 3. I was right. Like 14-ish. So he's only doing 45. We should win this, right? I think we should win this. I don't care. He actually kills this front dude. That's pretty cool. Great. Let's pop downstairs then. I don't think we ever generate enough to actually kill down here. I could play 1 and then play 2. Yeah, I'd have to generate 2 echoes somehow, which is, I don't think, possible. I do not think that is possible. I think I should still ping him, because it applies some value, but... Oh, I can. Hold up. What am I talking about? Yeah, this at least kills the man in front, which I think is worthwhile, right? He pops out, and then he murders this man in front. That's pretty cool. Yeah, and then we get the Ember for this turn, which is good. We can then just pop things. We can go Excavated Ember spam here, which is great. And then I actually think it may be possible to beat this man in back a bit. No, we get the Etch, though. It's fine. I'll take the Etch. Now, I should see... I have a pretty decent shot of seeing it. 285 damage. I'm in danger. That's okay. I think we figured it out. We're going to go ahead and plink first. Then we stop 1,000,000 damage. Wow, look at that. We did it. Good grief. Thank you, days, I suppose. 285 damage before I played that turn. Yikes. It's okay. We got through it. We got through it. We killed him. We're fighting the Divinity now. Win streak is still active. We did it. I've had dicier Seraphs in this win streak. That's true, actually. I have. It's actually super true. Egg first. Egg protect. Echo right. Yes. Pop the man. Pop the man. Etch? Or save? Etch, for sure. We'll blast the dude on bottom floor there. That's good. Alright, now, I don't know if we're going to be able to keep Echo Right alive. We're actually okay because I early rolled the Soul Crushing Guild. And that's fantastic to hear. Incredible work. Great job. Now, I should burn something other than the Soul Crushing Guild, so I will play out the Plink. I could double Etch here. Would be nice to get rid of the middle guy's damage shield. I will actually do that, and then I will Etch upstairs. Great job. 450 damage being pushed. I do need to hatch on middle. Not ideal. Okay. How do I approach this? I could attempt a plink. Decent odds if I Echo Break here first. Oh, buddy. You know, sometimes it works out in your favor, and it's pretty great when that happens. Yeah? It's pretty great. Now all I have to do is play one more Echo here, and he actually hatches on this turn, which is big. Which is big, and I will do that. What am I drawing into? Old magic, some other things. I think I actually save the broken memories, maybe? This doesn't feel the most impactful. So yeah, we play... Sure, put down some Reap and stuff. He hatches. Fantastic news. I will put one damage shield into... I guess the front lad. Tank for longer, I suppose, and we chill. Okay, that's actually great that he hatched, because it means these guys are going to pop him, right? Pops the front dude. Fantastic news, in fact. Egg airdrops in bottom. I do think we want to keep the etching rolling here. I think it's well worth it. This guy up back is walking on me? I don't like that. How do I want to... I think I want to stab... Piercing... I guess I didn't have to do that. I have the piercing. Duh. Gross. And then hatch downstairs. Okay. Guy walks and does 5 damage to me. I'm not too upset about it. You can see how soft our floors are, though, which is a problem, right? That is an issue. Yeah, our floors are not particularly good at doing this thing. I think we do need to Umbra Stone and trample on the Echo Right to efficiently clear some damage here. Yeah. I do need to play the Ember Cache. That is an important swing. Yeah, 75, then 75, then 165, and we're actually pushing numbers in a respectable fashion. I think we could... It does not appear to be... How much is this? 40, 13... I can push 30. 30, 40. How do I... Can I ever hit him and also do it? I don't think I can. It doesn't swing it because of where the trample is. So I think we definitely have to... Gosh, I think I actually have to kick my guy to the back here to get the swing in. Yes. That pushes 130. That's actually super important for anyone keeping track. That pushes a lot of damage to this mini-boss. Okay. Actually, big, gigantic brain for anyone keeping track. Now, I do need to etch, or at least push numbers somehow. 40 damage saves me, what, like 12 health? 12 pyre health? Doesn't really matter where it goes. These back two have the trample, so I'll put it in. The question is really, how much damage am I doing on this floor? And the answer is what? Not enough? He lives this next swing with 2 health. 4 health. Daze stays. Yeah, okay. 4 health. Fine. 150. 315. 495. Okay. He has 495. Now he's currently sitting at 99 plus 575 minus 495. That's correct, right? 150, 315. Whoa, am I really lower than I thought I was? I'm only doing... Oh, math. 150. Yeah, it's 315. Wow, that's so low. 395. Okay, so yeah, no, 3 minus 395. Wow, alright. So that means this guy is chilling at a casual 279 health remaining as of my next floor. He does more damage to the pyre than this Guardian does, that's for sure. This Guardian is walking up with 3 hits on him. Right? He currently has 220, and he's taking a net of 100, 120, 3 hits exactly. He does 36 damage to me. I think I need to push this 40 into this mini-boss, actually. I think so. Okay. This equally perfectly plans out. I'm going to hit him because I might get... I was hoping to get Reap on him, but I didn't. Alright, we're going to take some damage here, and it's just kind of what we're going to be dealing with. 1, 2, 3, yep. Max health, baby. Alright, how are we doing? I could daze him. That is an option. That is a real option. Oh, we got the multi-strike floor. I'm not happy about that. Woof. Okay. Mid-floor is collapsing as well. That's a bad floor for me. That's a bad floor for me. I can mind collapse out the conduit at least. Piercing damage is your friend. I do think I need broken memories here. I think the thing is I really desperately need to be playing for, where is it, Ember Cache. Because this generates a lot of etches that power my floor up. And now I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, I think I can actually get away with dazing the boss again. Because the Divinity must be dazed or I lose. He's going to hit me for 30 damage here. Okay, he hits me for more than 30 damage. Right, he has, because of the thing in front. So he is looking at a total of 462 minus 385. That is 2 hits. That is still 2 hits. 77 health remaining. Okay. How do I win here? I guess I could have played the shelter first. I really should have done that, I think. That would have been smart. I think the purples upstairs are still more useful in general. Great. I'll put 1 damage shield in. Sure, buddy. Sure, let's go. 16-16. There's no chance here. No chance here either. Alright, we'll do our best. I could have maybe gotten a little more health out of that. He hits me once. I almost killed him. Oof. Okay. Mind collapse. Save me. God, we got last night too. That's rough. That is bad. First order of business, I must put down Bog Wurmling damage buff. Great. Play Ember Cache. Top floor is really bad, in fact. Wow, that's really bad, in fact. Mid floor is also, as it turns out, really bad. Bottom floor is also really bad. Okay, not feeling great about this. We get the Umbra. I only need to hit him for 20. Yeah, that's priority. We're going to do numbers upstairs first. I'm going to Mind Collapse. We have to clear that guy, which lets me play out the curse a bit more. I'm going to generate purples upstairs because it could matter. The Etch here is important. Now, I could try Excavated Ember. It's going to be a really good draw next turn, though. I could maybe Excavated Ember loop into that Scary Wave. So I think the play is something I simply do not want in my redraws, which will be a Plink. Honestly, I think we've saved 28 or something like 34 health to our Pyre by playing it like that, which is pretty darn decent. Because they only walk up and swing once now. We're at 85 health. This is the biggest turn of the day. Okay? We got the Excavated Ember. Only got one of them. Okay. How do we approach this turn? Man, that was a bummer. I was hoping I would loop it. I do get one more Etch here, which puts the front guy in death range for the Bogfly, which does matter. So I think we're always going to Mind Collapse in the back and kill the Wiltwings. It's just good business. I don't think we're dead on this turn. I am concerned about this next turn. I haven't put any effort into the last night. Maybe I can machine gun him. I do think we desperately want to push damage. So things like this Echo Transfer, I think, need to happen. Now, importantly, I actually think I might Return Soul the Echo Transfer here. I am, because it's also an Etch. That pushes numbers into 2 turns that I think are really important for us. Now, can I get the kill in the back without Mind Collapse? I don't think I can. I do need to kill. I was basically thinking, can I spend this on the Light Wings instead? And I don't think the answer is I can. I think I have to Prismal Dust up front here. And then we pop the man in back. And this guy walks on me, but he is the least threatening part of this floor. He still hurts. He still hurts, don't get me wrong. Now I need to win this turn. This is it, y'all. It's this or I'm over. The Excavated Ember loop here. Every single machine gun that exists. Now, I do 100% have to kill this man in the back. No questions. I must Soul Crushing Guilt this mini-boss or I lose the run. Okay. I don't think he dies if I play him middle floor, so getting him out of my redraws is pretty decent. Great, he hit something. Cool. Now, quickly, we're alive. Machine Gun Etch has, I think, actually been genuinely important. Machine Gun Trader's Quill saves the day here. What am I looking at? 620 minus 478. That is 142. That's 4 hits. He walks up with 5 days. I am alive. I then pretty much have to redraw the Days card next turn or I lose. So, with that in mind, we're stopping a curse. Yes. Okay. Alright, top floor, I'm alive. Oh my gosh, I don't know how we did that. I guess we didn't need to. I thought that was going to be a lot closer. Okay, all right. We are among the living. Outrageous. We're going to shield here, and I'm going to pop the front man. And that improves this. Consider we win this run by the skin of our teeth. All right, thanks, Echo, right? No multi-strike. Thanks, Worm. Big Worm friend. Look at him, he does it. It's like Harvest Rector, but better. And anyone who says pyre health don't matter, they're wrong. By the way, anyone keeping track precious plating wins the run for us. Good grief. I was 4 health lower than I should have been because of the random damage I took on, what was that, ring 5 or whatever it was? 139 damage taken. Okay. Okay, that's pretty good. That's a pretty good number. You know what? I'm alive. I win. I win the run. What am I even worried about? Gosh, Echo Ray, come on, man. That was a rough run. That was pretty rough. We get there, though. We figure it out. That's a low score. Yeah, 47k. All right. This is a run that suffers horribly at high shards. I'm glad this is a train of thought and not a train wreck, because I don't think we win this as a train wreck. By the way, random decayed decoy as a preemptive pick for a possible serrated mandibles, gigantic brain. Can we also talk about how Trader's Quill is the Trader's Quill machine gun wins this run for us? I really don't know what else to say besides Trader's Quill was critically important to surviving. We were basically relying on that 30 damage constantly. I did not give this as much of a respect as I should have when I drafted it. I was thinking, this is better than skipping and re-rolling here. And I didn't explain why, but it maybe sounded like I thought it wasn't that important. I knew I needed damage. Let me tell you, I knew I needed damage. And so I was like, this does damage and it's going to kill something and it's going to help somehow. And I have the legendary Ember Cache that has saved our run, which is also going on thumbnail. Like, it's Ember Cache and Trader's Quill, and that's really all you need. The double stack on the Soul Crushing Guilt, mission critical, also very good and important. We had pretty rough stuff all around. Being able to play the egg multiple times, honestly, pretty great. That ended up paying out decently by chunking out 60 to 120 from most enemies, which was nice. Helped on the first mini-boss a lot. So the double accelerated incubation, big plays. I think there's a lot of good stuff here. It's interesting because the Ember Cache has no upgrades, and yet I do actually think it's probably the most important card in my deck by the end. So, you know, let me make sure Ember Cache and Trader's Quill get their recognition, because they did huge work. Random Prismal Dust was nice. I also got a huge shout out to piercings on key spells. There's a reason I went back and ended up picking these each time. I'm thinking about the Divinity combat specifically, where those really dangerous enemies are protected by Spell Shield. You're looking at that conduit, the winged conduit on ring, on that, whatever that the multi-strike wave is. I'm looking at that thing like, if it doesn't die, I'm dead. And I'm also looking at this for other plays, like getting rid of that Wilt Wings and some other various things that I was doing. So honestly, piercing is a really good pickup if you can clear 20 damage. 20 damage is the number. So that's also why I picked up the plus 10 on the Mind Collapse. I also actually think I lose without doing that. 139 damage taken, 100 shards, barely making it past the Divinity. This reminded me a lot of the runs early on in my win streak before I started recording, honestly. That's really what this reminds me of, is back in the day where I was like, how do you get past win number 30, right? How do you get past that point? Where once you've gotten to the point where you can win, I want to say, 24 in a row. That's got to be the point where you've transcended the basic understanding of the game. That's 2 full sets, by the way. That's all 12 champions 2 times over. Once you can do 24, I feel reasonably confident that nothing new is going to present itself. You're just going to see periodically hard runs. I've also always said that roughly 1 out of about 100 runs is truly doomed. Doomed is beyond cursed. Doomed is nothing goes right. My general philosophy for a cursed run is that you'll see something, and you just have to know to pick it up when you see it. That is the trick that you use to win the run. Doomed runs show you nothing, and you have to fumble your way through somehow. So, in the course of my entire history playing this series, I think there's probably been one or two runs that I would describe as doomed. I couldn't pick them out. I don't remember what they are at this point, but I'm pretty confident they're there. If you scan the series, you'll find ones I might describe it as impossible or ridiculous, some superlative. It's probably got caps lock in it. I'm going to be real, it's probably got formless child in it or some other stupidity where you just have nothing and you have to invent your solution to your run. There's runs like that come up. And sometimes I know what to look for and have seen it before and have done it, and that's how it works. But those are the ones those are the killers. About a 1 in 100, roughly. And this is purely just me from experience and how much time I've spent in the game. It's a ballpark, all right? Yours is going to look different. I don't know. Maybe the super doomed runs for you are actually more common. Sometimes it happens. I'm thinking another good example is the, oh no, I've been shown Crown of... What is it? Champion of Crowns? What is this guy's name? Consumer of Crowns? Yeah. Consumer of Crowns plus Demon Fiend on Ring 1, my only banner. And I'm at, I don't know, 15 shards. How do I win? Right? What do? I self-infuse a train steward to survive or something stupid like that. I put a plus 25 in him. Make a multi-striking train steward. I don't know. You've got an answer for it, but regardless, this was a toughie. I wouldn't say this was doomed. I would say that I would not be surprised if someone had submitted this run to me as a curse seed. Right? It's a difficult run. Honestly. You don't see the multi-strike. You see quick large in like every steel shop till the end of time. You see the endless before it's useful. You might be baited into the Shard Soul Carver infusion, which frankly is worse here. And you, I think, will just lose because you're not able to scale the Shard Soul Carver's infusion, and you don't get permanent health gain from the armor, right? So I think you honestly lose if you take Shard Soul Carver as the line here. And yeah, no multi-strike. What do? Here you go. This is a solution. This is how you do it. You skate by and you take precious plating and you take 139 damage to the pyre on Divinity and you win the relentless combat with a big worm. And that's it. Whew. All right, well, we did it. I'm going to let you go there. I have to think about what I want to name this run because I really want to give Trader's Quill and Ember Cache some credit, but I also really want to draw attention to the fact that there was no multi-strike present here, at least in the path that I chose. The only steel shop I did not see was... I didn't re-roll after I saw the Endless on Ring 7, and I didn't go to the one on Ring 8 because I desperately needed the magic shop. So maybe there was one sneaking away in the end. I actually think it's still worse than what we did, though, being honest. Like, it's a huge gamble re-rolling that Ring 7 steel shop, and the Ring 8 one is also a really big gamble, right? You don't have any of the magic upgrades you need. It means you miss out on the damage shield from Prismal Dust and the double stack on Soul Crushing Guilt, plus all the other things we saw. It's tough. Anyway, I'm going to let you go there. A lot of commentary here. I think it's an interesting run. So, hey, thanks a lot for watching this. I really appreciate your time. As always, you can give the video a like if you want. You can subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. And stay tuned for what's next. Take care, folks.